understand that if you don't feel good physically, that's an extra ask. Like, if you're just physically exhausted, or you're physically brain fogged, or you're physically full of anxiety or overwhelmed, that's going to be a lot harder to do. And so I want to talk to that woman for just a minute, because that woman was me. That was me a year ago, where I was struggling with low motivation. I was physically so exhausted. And mind you, I have to speak to you whether you are somebody who...
Hey ladies, welcome to the She's Rooted podcast.
We're about to get real unscripted.
So pull up a chair. Let's get to the root of it. Welcome back to the She's Rooted podcast. We literally just dropped on our last one, breaking some beliefs, and we just came right on back. Like, we forgot to say a couple things, and as in we, I mean Mo. So she had something that like literally was,
Actually,
you should have said that. Yeah, turn that hat around, girl.
Yeah, because I feel like I just recorded a podcast with it forward.
Yeah.
So just so you think it's different.
Hold on, let me flip my hair this side.
Yeah,
There you go. But we were talking about breaking some beliefs, and the beliefs that we believe can definitely hold us back and getting ourselves in a different environment. And today we wanted to talk about changing our environment and just some really great tangible things that we have done within our four walls and within our health choices that have really truly made a lasting difference. But what you just shared is like, that has to kick this off. So go right ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, because I think, the last podcast was so good, and it's all like, even, walking through and breaking down beliefs and all that stuff. But I also understand that if you don't feel good physically, that's an extra ask. Like, to sit there and journal out your whys, and to have a moment to actually want to even undo if you're just physically exhausted, or you're physically brain fogged, or you're physically full of anxiety or overwhelmed, that's going to be a lot harder to do. And so I want to talk to that woman for just a minute, because that woman was me. That was me about a year ago now, where I was struggling with low motivation. I was physically so exhausted. And mind you, I have to speak to you whether you are somebody who cares for your health or doesn't. I don't think it matters, because I am a health and wellness person. I've been in this field my whole adulthood, and I was struggling. Like, I was pissed. I'm eating all healthy. I'm working out. I'm trying all the things, and I'm exhausted. Yes, I'm a mom, so I went down that route. Like, maybe this really is real. Maybe I really am just gonna get old and tired, and maybe I really am more stressed. That I went through all of that, and like kind of tried to be like, just suck it up, Monique. And there's like this other side of me that's like, no, I don't receive that. Like, I'm not doing that.
Bitch.
And that's when I looked at everything I was doing, and I was like, maybe this is like a nutrition thing. I've been big on nutrition, because the other side of my backstory is that I don't have a weight loss, blah, 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 but I had a gnarly childhood, meaning I was raised by my grandmother. And if you have a grandmother like mine, all her house had was junk food. I lived off of canned food and junk, like Twinkies, Ho-Hos, gumballs, candy, anything I wanted. I could have it, because I was the granddaughter, and she just wanted me to be happy. Even though she was raising me, there were no rules. There was no teaching about health food. There was no nothing. So I was a sick kid. My immune system was shot. I always felt terrible. I had cystic acne. I was a disaster when I got into my early 20s. And that is also when I ended up realizing that nutrition matters, because at 22, I was married and had gotten pregnant. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have a human in me, and I need to make sure that human's healthy. So if that human has to be healthy, I have to be healthy. So I started learning more. And anyway, I digress. Like, nutrition matters, because I saw the drastic difference from when I went from super unhealthy to eating just whole foods, and the change that happened there. I've always taken vitamins. I've always taken supplements. Like that's just something that I've understood since day one is important. Our food doesn't have what it used to have. We need the extra boost, blah, blah, blah. I've known that forever. Um, but just last year when I was like, what the heck is going on? What is going on? I couldn't think clearly. I couldn't get out of my own way for the life of me. Like it was bad, Jamie. And I remember talking to you about it, and you were like, listen, girl, like if you're serious about trying, again, because I remember telling you, like, I've tried everything, like, I don't know. And you're like, if you will trust me and just switch your multivitamin and switch your protein shake and switch to this whole food proven solution that has a ton of clinical studies, that is proven to feed your cells, that is proven to detox your cells, that is proven blah 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 blah, and you could go deeper into that. Like you were like almost a challenge, like try it, would it, and I'm like, you know what? Sure, girl, I try. Like I had a little chip. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll try your stuff. And girl, within 3 days, I remember you were on vacation and I'm texting, I'm like, I think I could run through a brick wall. What the heck's going on?
Yeah.
And now, a year into it, I'm like, please, God, don't ever take this away, because I feel like once your cells start to detox and once your cells start to regenerate and you start to feel that energy, now you can think better. You can
Right.
think clearer. You have the energy and the capability and the ability to go, all right, like game on, let's go. What's going on with my stinking thinking? How can I rearrange it and let's move? Because my body's like, I'm feeling good today. What are we doing? What
Right.
are we gonna do? And so
Right.
I wanted to drop that down here because I got off that podcast and I'm thinking, man, we gave a lot of incredible, real fact truth that we take people through as we coach them through our Rooted 90 Day. Like we take people on that journey. We help people undo what's keeping them stuck. But those people are typically using the breakfast solution,
Right.
and it's a little easier to coach them that way. So I wanted to make sure that women, if you're on here and you're in that boat where you're just like,
Something's
cool
off.
girl, like I want it, but like I just feel like trash. Understand that number one, you have to take action before you even feel like it. So there is that part of it. And number two, maybe you should stop buying crap off the shelf that isn't actually doing anything for you. It's a bigger waste of money to buy that that's not working for you than to invest in something that's proven. And try me. Like try me.
Right.
I will put that out there. Like I got a friend of mine who literally was feeling like complete trash. She's like, I'll try you. One day in, she's texting me, I don't have a slump today. Like, I don't have an energy slump. I feel amazing. Like, I have more energy. Yeah, because your cells are like, whoa,
Right. Yeah.
what's going on?
Yep. Absolutely. I think that what I did tell you was, girl, you're never gonna know if you don't give it a go. Like
Yeah.
never going to know the difference that you can feel. Because the truth of the truth is, my friends, we are only as healthy as ourselves. Like there is, you can go to any store, you can go online, you can find anything that is going to be marketed towards whatever health you're looking for, right? Like,
Mhm,
but we can't always believe the marketing. We need to believe the proof.
mhm,
And looking at what I shared with you, the reason why I am here, the reason why I put my health, my belief, my passion behind this company is because there are things that are missing from our food nowadays, and it is wreaking havoc on our health. And the number one reset that we need to do if we are focused on living a healthy life, focused on longevity, focused on things that we can do for the rest of our life because they're not radical and they're not restrictive, but they're rooted in what our body has been begging us for this whole time. That's where things are going to start to make a shift. So when you're looking at if you're only as healthy as your cells, and then the raw truth, I love how the other day, it was today that we talked about this, but you were going to hear it last
Look,
week.
I have a different hat.
Sorry, it's a different hat. It's a different day.
Different
I
day.
washed this and put it right back on.
Your favorite.
Um, but how you said, okay, well, if I can't do this, if I can't work out at home, you gave everybody the tactical of the three whys, like being practical with that. Well, why can't you do that? Well, then whatever you answer, well, why can't I do that? And when you're looking at everything that you've always tried, I want you to never ever give up the hope that there are real solutions out there for you. You just need to know that they exist. And being in this industry for as long as we have, this is where my degree is rooted. I am a walk the walk, I talk girl, no fluff. I am 42 years old. I'm at a point in my life, and I've been at a point in my life where it's like, just give me what I genuinely nutritionally need so that I can live my happy, healthy life. And the raw truth is, there are 5 things nutritionally that have been either purposely removed from our standard American diet and or just not as convenient to get in nowadays. And I go in all of this. I have a proven solution talk that we rock out. I mean, if you want to get into the the clinical studies and all of the truth and everything, and what's great to know is about what we've partnered with is this company's been around since 1958. It's worldwide. Okay. It is whole food, beyond organic, clinically proven in human studies, which is so not normal in this industry. And it's formulated on a pharmaceutical license for manufacturing. What does that mean? That means that they are held to the same standards as drug companies. So 100% of what is on that label is 100% in the product and clinically proven in human studies to change your life. Like the studies are insane. But
Yeah.
when you look at knowing that, that's going below the why. Well, I take vitamins, but I don't have energy. Well, why? Because there's nothing more expensive than a product that doesn't work. And these supplements out here, my friends, you're lucky to get 20 to 30% of what that supplement label says in your body.
Or
Like
the quality is
the quality is horrible.
causing inflammation in your
Oh yeah.
body instead of reducing inflammation in your
Oh,
body because the
100%.
quality is garbage.
Yep. Absolutely.
It fires me up. It gets me so frustrated because I think that it is true, like you said, it's so basic, and basic
Right.
isn't sexy, and basic doesn't sell.
Yeah.
And what's frustrating is the promise and the hope and the truth is in basic. Like you were designed, and our bodies were designed to function in a certain way with a certain amount of vitamins, minerals, but all that, and like that's it. And we've got all this other stuff out here that everybody wants to like, and it's like, no, just go back to the basic and do
Right.
it really well,
Right.
and you'll be good.
Get
You're
the
you'll be
foundation right.
good.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't go to a steakhouse and order a hot dog, would you?
I definitely wouldn't. I don't
I don't
know.
even think they sell hot dogs at a steakhouse. And if you did, you need to find a new steakhouse. But quality definitely matters, and simplicity also matters. And knowing what you're investing in is going to get into your cells and actually go to work.
Right.
Um, so with that, I love that you brought up the mindset and not feeling so great. And sometimes when you don't feel great, you don't make great choices. You
Yeah.
just don't.
Yeah.
Well, that is rooted to your cells. From how we think, how we move, how we burn fat, like everything comes down to a cellular problem. And 90 to 98% of people are not getting enough whole grains, they're not getting enough fruits and vegetables, they're not getting enough omega 3s, they're not getting enough vitamins, minerals, and they're not getting all 22 amino acids. And what is crazy is those 5 things. You can't just go to the grocery store and say you're going to eat healthier. Newsflash: 73% of our United States food supply is literally ultra processed. This means that it's fake food. It was once whole. They break it apart and they put synthetic crap in it so that it can sit longer on a shelf, not nourish our body. So if you take a step back in the grocery store and you look at like all of these things on the shelf, one big tip I can give you right now for that, because we're going to talk about resetting our
Yes.
4 walls, but if we don't get the foundation right and we don't lead with that, we're going to do you a disservice on the other end of listening to this, because we are only as healthy as ourselves. You have to fill in those gaps, and you're going to watch your life change, period, the end. Like we've coached so many people, like it's unbelievable. In
Yeah.
my career, I've never been able to help as many people as I had from 2019 to now with where I'm at. Like I love what I do.
Yeah.
But when you're looking at standing on the outside of aisles, and it can sit there for 12 to 18 months to 3 years. We have to start questioning that on like, man, is that like, is that good for me? Like, can it be good for me that it has that long of a shelf life and it's deemed as food and it's marketed as healthy? And we have to start breaking through the marketing and look at what it actually is. So, one of the
Mm-hmm.
biggest tips that I give people is two things. Next time you're shopping, you got your grocery cart, right? You got like the little part where if you have a little kid, you'd put them in, right? So it's small. And then you have the big part of the cart. So I coach an 80-20. Like there is no diet here. I don't take any food groups away from you. Like this is you have to be able to hang on to the results for the rest of your life and you can't do that with crazy restriction. So there's that and also we need all of our food groups. So like you're never going to have anyone over here tell you that you need to give up your bread or give up your carbs and use them as tissues. We've lived that life and then let me tell you it is no fun. You want to talk about a bad mood? Take away my bread. Like, like I am nobody's cup of tea on those days. So when you look at that, if you're envisioning your grocery cart right now, the 20% of the things that we know that taste good that are not good for us, well, my friends, once that front cart is like full, and don't like overpack it. Don't be like, I'm gonna really make my 20% work for me, and then it's really like 45%. I will put that in there. Like, you got to know your vices. For me, Oreos all day. Like, I love them. I know they're not good for me. Like, but they taste good. You have to be able to lean into the things that you like. So I use the front part of the cart as the 20%. The big part is the 80%. And one thing that I always think about and things that I coach people to think about as they're holding something at the grocery store. Before you put it in the cart, you're going to ask yourself 1 to 2 questions. The first one is, did it have a mother? And if the answer is no, you're going to ask the second question, well, if it didn't have a mother, did it grow in the ground? And if the answer is still no, then it just doesn't belong in our body at least 80% of the time. That is one of the quickest ways that we can navigate through the grocery store when the grocery store doesn't necessarily have our best health in mind. They have longevity on their shelf life in mind and not necessarily longevity on what's going to fuel our body because our body doesn't know what to do with what is fake and synthetic. Only knows what to do what is whole and real. And that's why your supplementation absolutely matters. And I've never seen anything like this quality in my entire career. And I'm not saying that there's not other good products out there because there are. But when it comes to the foundation of what we genuinely nutritionally need, everything that I just said, and you can go listen to the Proven Solution Talk, but this is also world's first and only. Like there isn't anything that can come up to par with what we have and what it's proven to do in the human body. And you could literally quote me on that and like
You
here
can actually even chat GPT it because I did to
you
try to.
you're like, I don't believe her. I was
Yeah,
like,
I was like, I don't know. I've heard her say this. Let me see if it's really true. And chat was like, it's true.
well, thank you, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so resetting your choices. I mean, back in the day, like we all thought we were going to live forever on those Flintstone vitamins. Remember those? Those were not tasty. I think we
Yeah.
always went for like the red one. That
Yeah.
was like the best one, I think.
Yeah.
But you got to be very careful of what you put in your body. Just like you talked about the environment that you put your mindset in. Well, you are a walking billboard of your choices, and that goes with how you fuel your body. So, starting with the foundation, that's definitely the first reset because that's going to flip how you feel. And you want to talk about true health and true energy that you don't need endless cups of caffeine.
Mm,
Yeah, you got to clean out your cells.
right.
And the product that started this company back in 1958 literally was in a hospital study and literally was then proven that it's going to clean out your cells 50% better than they are right now. That
Yeah.
means that the food that you eat, the supplements that you take, everything that you do nutritionally for your body gets into your cells 50% better than they do, and waste gets out 50% better. And when that happens, you absolutely feel the difference. And
Right.
I was a caffeine freaking junkie literally. I don't really like that word. I probably shouldn't have used it, but I drank a lot of caffeine. I still drink coffee, 5:40 in the morning, 5:45 in the morning every day. I love the taste of it, but I don't need it to kickstart my day for energy. Like I can go all day long and I'm
Right.
good. But yeah, resetting that first. Do you want to lean on anything there? Because there are some really great like tips that I have that we throw in our kitchen that just helps put our health in the mindset of the environment around us that I want to go in. But is there anything that you want to lean in on what we just talked about for his whole food nutrition?
Mm-mm.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, why don't you give me a tip? I've been talking for a bit. Give me a tip that
Um,
helps. Resetting your four walls. So we just talked about resetting your nutrition. Now you're resetting your house.
so I did this such a long time ago that I don't know. I did this over 20 years ago. Like I haven't had to reset my house. And I actually, well, you know what I could share? I'm going to share something. I don't know if this is a tip or more of like a aha, like, and this might ruffle some feathers, but I'm okay with it.
Mhm.
20 years ago, I had three kids. Well, not all at the same time, whatever. 20 years ago, I'm a
I had
mom.
triplets.
I have three kids. Um, and at that point, I'm gung ho about Whole Foods, like to the point where I am the Nazi mom who at play dates pulls out dates and gives them to my kids, and my kids think it's a cookie because they're little, they don't know any better. I trained them that dates are
Yeah.
cookies, fruit is nature's candy, and we eat all whole foods. Literally, in my house back then, there was not a single processed food, nothing. I can say that before God. It was just fruits, veggies, whole foods, like all of that. And my children never balked. Like they ate whatever I put on their plate. They were all phenomenal eaters. They were not picky eaters. They ate everything. They drank green smoothies. They anywhere we went, they just ate what was before them, blah blah blah. Fast forward, I'm divorced, remarried, and my husband is not of the same whole food mindset. He's an Italian that loves food and loves cookies and loves ice cream and loves cereal and loves all the things that were never in my house. And I slowly start to bend. Not a bad thing, because also I think, again, like we talked about in the last podcast, too much restriction, it can also be stressful. Because I'll tell you what, there were times back in that time, even though I was eating, I was like so proud about it or scared. I'd be like, oh my God, if they go somewhere and they get Cheetos, they're gonna this is not good. Like that's real. I'm being so
Right.
transparent, right?
Yeah.
But then so fast forward now I got another kid and we have all this junk in the house. Guess what else I got in the house? A picky eater. Now, as a mother in motherland with all the other mothers, I've always heard about picky eaters and I've been like, huh, I don't have any picky eaters. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like just don't give them the stuff. They won't be picky. And now I have a picky eater, and I'm like, you know why?
Mm.
Because they've tasted all this garbage, and now, yeah, of course they prefer ice cream instead of their green beans. Like, duh, right?
Monique, I think we all would. I actually love
Yes,
it, so.
yes.
But yeah.
But if you never had them,
Right.
you
Right.
don't know. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. My kids were like 9, 7, and 5 when they had cereal. Like,
Oh wow. Yeah.
yeah. So now this other little guy, he's like eating all the things, and he's my most difficult to feed.
Right.
And so I guess my tip would be that don't let that, because I've heard it in mothering circles where like, I just have a picky eater, so I make them chicken nuggets, and yes, it's not going to kill them, and it's not like the end of the world if you do that, but also don't let that belief, again, stop you from pursuing and kind of undoing that
Right.
and saying like, hey, you know what, especially if you're listening today and you're like, you know what, I don't know what this 90-day rooted thing is, but like I do need a transformation, and you're gonna embark on a 90-day transformation either wherever or with us, like if you're going to embark on that, yeah, you're going to have to change some things in your environment, and don't be afraid that it's going to be like so hard because of your family will follow suit, maybe begrudgingly, but they will follow suit. And there are still really great things you can do that taste amazing. Like, okay, I'll also tell you about my husband. Here's another tip. I'm on a random tangent, so you're gonna have to jump
The
in.
backwards hat. That's what it is.
Listen to what I made the other night. I was, I had like my son, his girlfriend, like everybody's over, my husband's sitting there. And again, I told you about my husband. He's like a big foodie. I was like watching them all, they're all crushing ice cream and all these things. And for me, I don't eat that stuff not out of restriction, like, ooh, this is a bad food. I don't feel good. And for
Right,
me, I like to feel good. So if
right,
something I'm eating does not make me feel good after, I stay away from it.
right.
So I'm watching, but I still have like, I love chocolate. I love this, whatever. So here's one of my favorite treats. I take peanut butter, I melt it in the microwave, and then I dump frozen blueberries in, and I like mix it all up so the peanut butter
Blueberries.
sticks to the blueberries.
Okay.
And then I made fresh homemade whipped cream, and I put a dollop of homemade organic whipped cream on it. My husband is watching me do this, and he's like, "Man, what are you doing? What gypsy meal is this?" Like, and I'm just like, "Just you wait. It's gonna be so." So I'm eating it, but here's another tip. Most of the time that you want something sweet, you really only need like two bites of it, and
Yeah.
it's satisfied that desire that you're actually having. You don't need to finish the whole thing. So I eat like two bites of this, and I'm like, oh, that is so money, but like I'm good. And I set my bowl aside. Who scarfs it down? And he's like, that was so good. I want some
Ew.
more.
I never would have thought to melt peanut butter and put frozen blueberries in it and then a dollop of organic whipped cream,
It's
homemade,
banging.
too.
It's so good.
I'm gonna have to try it. Also, if you know on the other end of this, whoever decided that peanut butter was 200 calories for 2 tablespoons, if you could just punch them for me, like, that'd be really great. I love peanut butter so much, and it's just like, oh, you really have to like pay attention.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love peanut butter
200
too.
calories for I love peanut butter. No, I love that. That's a good little tip. And now everyone just got a recipe. So there you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, there's your free recipe.
There you go.
Let me know if you try it. Very curious.
But it is important to know that, one of the like raw truths I have, and you're talking about ruffling feathers. Well, as a mom, like I had to like tell myself, well, who's the one that goes grocery shopping? Who's the one that
Mm-hmm.
buys the Oreos? Who's the one that eats a whole row before they even put away the damn all the groceries and I'm the only one home?
Yep.
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Like, hello. So if we don't have it in the house, we can't consume it, but we have to know our vices. So that would be a great tip to have. If you know what your vices are, you are going to know what are the things that maybe you need to set off of your grocery list before you reintroduce it into your house so that you can get rooted and grounded in your healthy lifestyle before you bring it back.
I
Because
love this.
it can spiral you.
Can I jump in super quick? Because I love
Absolutely.
this. I actually do this intentionally. I was talking about ice cream. I just bought ice cream the other day because I knew that the girlfriend's coming over at blah blah blah. So, but typically, that's one of the things that I don't even do for my family because here's what I love. If it's harder for them to get ice cream, then it also becomes like a family thing. Where like
Right. It's
somebody
just
will be like, "I want ice cream," like I want ice cream too, and then they're like, "Let's go get ice cream." Then it becomes an experience. The whole
right.
family, we just get to all go to a little ice cream shop. Everybody gets their little cone. We enjoy our time, and then
Yeah.
it's like off for the next. It's not just like every night I'm
Yep.
crushing it because it's here and it's
Right.
easy, right?
Yep. Absolutely. No, I like that. That is good. And one thing that you did mention, that it made me think of, my buddy John, when he first got started, he used to always say, sometimes you have to lead yourself before you can lead your family.
I think
And here's one thing that I decided a long time ago. I'm never going to be a short order cook. Like I'm a good cook. I'm Italian. Like I got those roots like your hubby, and I'm a foodie. So don't discredit me for this health girl and I don't know how to eat and I don't know how to cook. Um, but at the end of the day, like you have to be able to realize that your kids, like they're going to eat when they're hungry and they're going to eat what's in the house.
Yep.
So that was, a transition mindset that we had to go through.
Yep.
Um, and
So
two,
good.
one thing that Matt and I did when the kids were little is every single week we introduced a brand new fruit and then we'd rotate so the kids got to try. And I love that you said this in nature's candy. Like that is
That's so good.
so
That's
much
so
right
good.
there.
I actually did that too. Like when I was realizing that my youngest is so picky and literally would just eat like granola bars and cereal and junk all day long, I was like, you know what? I'm done buying that stuff. I don't care
Yeah.
if what we've like opened the door. I'm done. I'm the one that does the shopping. I'm not going to buy it. And instead, I'm going to buy a ridiculous amount of fruit. Like I'm buying grapes and strawberries and blueberries and blackberries. Is it more expensive? Yeah, but guess what else is expensive? Freaking hospital and doctor bills. That's
Oh,
expensive. So
yeah.
I'm like, I'm buying all this fruit. And what
Yeah.
I did was as soon as I got home, I washed it all, prepped it all, put it in our glass containers, and then I put it at his eye level. So anytime if I'm busy and he would tip, I could typically bring
Grab
him
and
to
go.
the junk, like, yeah, grab a granola bar, sure, it's fine, whatever, because I'm busy. Now I'm like, yeah, go grab some fruit. And he did, because there was
Yeah.
nothing else.
You
There's
should tell
nothing
everyone
else.
about his chocolate milk.
Ah,
You're
he
a
loves
picky
it.
eater
My picky eater, yeah.
who
That
you
is,
were worried that
that's,
wasn't getting enough protein in.
yeah, because he
That
doesn't
was
like
his
meat.
chocolate milk.
Yeah, so my 6 year old's not only picky, but he doesn't like meat and literally would just live on pizza, pasta, and rice and beans. Like that was all he wanted. And he also had bowel issues, which I've never battled before with my prior three kids. So to me, it's all just confirming that the Western diet is terrible. But when I switched over to a different protein shake and a different multivitamin, I was like, oh my gosh, as I was learning about this protein shake and the 22 amino acids, and I was like, oh my gosh, he needs this. He needs this. Like, I'm getting him the children's vitamin because Trianon, and he needs to have all those vitamins. But then I'm going to have him drink this shake because I know he's definitely not getting all 22 amino acids.
Yeah.
Absolutely not getting them. And so now every morning he's like, "Can I have my chocolate milk on the couch before school?" So I make a shake for both of us, and we sit and I just mix it with water. I mix it with water, chocolate,
And he
shake
loves
powder, and he loves it. He thinks it's chocolate milk, and he sucks it right down, and we have no more stomach issues, and he's happy as can be. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you were saying what was the other week your shipment was coming.
we
And
were
like
out.
everyone's been drinking the shakes.
We
And
were out because the whole
here's
house.
my chocolate milk. He
He
was
was
so
so mad.
devastated.
He was so mad.
Picky
I have like
eater.
I have like
I love it.
4 bags right now because he was like, "You better order more." I'm like, probably gonna need more.
Yeah, that's so good. So resetting some things in the kitchen I think could be super helpful. But when you're looking at that, resetting your house can be like, I don't know about you, but after we just got back from Vegas and I went into the garage, and this we our whole third car garage is a gym, okay? And it was a mess. It was a hot mess. And before I was like going out to work out on Sunday, and I didn't even do it. I was like, I'm not even gonna do my workout. I deep cleaned my whole gym area and it just put me in a better mindset because everything was where it needed to be and everything was ready for me to show up for my workout. So I got that part of my life reset. And I just did this on Sunday. This was just the other day. But some resets that you can do in your kitchen, some pantry resets, some things like if you go into the grocery store and you can use this tip the next time you go in, was it grown in the ground? Did it have a mother? And you can get these staples into your fridge. You can get these staples into your pantry. Um, Looking at those things. And then like with our whole food vitamins, like all four of us take them every single day. Um, and I bought this nice glass jar. You can see through it. And I just put the whole box of 30 servings in the glass jar and it sits on my island. It's visually in front of me. Our basket of fruit is visually in front of us. You know what I mean? So like there are things that we have that are out that you can definitely see, and it's a visual reminder that you might not even like have to set a note in your phone in order to go off to take it, because like you go through routines in your life and you see it there. Just like you put your toothbrush next to the sink, you got to brush your teeth, right?
We build, yeah, and that's routines. Like that's something
Routines.
we talk about later in the 90-day transformation too, is building out those new routines and habit stacking them.
Yep.
But I love that visual stuff. I do that in our fridge because I don't meal prep. I just don't meal prep. But the only things I will prep are like I wash all the fruit and then I'll cut up veggies just because
Yeah.
I do know if it's grab and go and quick, like there's something there instead of something.
Right.
So grabbing,
And also prioritizes making your money stretch too, because if you have these servings like set up for them to grab and go, they're not going to eat a whole bag of grapes and
right,
like because they're all set up in different serving sizes. You know what I mean? So
right,
yeah, that's so key. We're not big meal preppers either. We will though on Sundays, we overcook our
yeah,
chicken. So we'll cook about like 5 to 6 pounds of chicken because we go through that. With lunches and stuff like that. So we have it like ready to go. So having things that are ready to go and grab and go easy, that makes life choices easy because curveballs come and you have
right,
to expect them. So having that in there. And another thing that I keep on my counter is my food scale
yeah.
because you can't measure what you don't track, or you can't track what you don't measure. Matt always makes fun of me because I say it backwards, so now I say it both ways. So I said it right
Just
at least
in
one of the
case.
ways. Yeah.
I don't overcook, but I overbake. So that is the way
Yeah.
that I've gotten away from like all the processed stuff is because at least if I make it, I know what's going into it. So
Yeah.
I will do, I'll triple a batch of breakfast cookies that are just like the mashed banana and oats and a little maple syrup and salt, and then you bake them with some chocolate chips, and like that
Yeah.
that can go into the freezer. Like I can individually
Yeah.
put those in the freezer. My
That's a
gluten-free chocolate pumpkin muffins, like again, that's like got a little sweet, but I know what's in it. And
right.
I made it. So I'll over bake on a Sunday and then I'll freeze a bunch of stuff so that
Yeah.
if my kids have a sweet tooth or if they're running out the door and they didn't have, something, they can throw those little individual things that I made. And
Right.
I only did it in one day. I just bake a
Right.
bunch of stuff in one day,
Right.
whether it's bread or muffins or cookies or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
That time spent will add more time in your week and
yes,
de-stress you in the moments of, oh my gosh, what are we going to eat? What am I going to snack on? Like, and then it's going to also alleviate the motivation to grab something that isn't so good for you. Like it
I
takes,
love that. I also, and I guess I do have tips. The other thing that I love is that I think what's so fun about life is being able to kind of create those little like moments that people look forward to. And if you are doing dessert after every single dinner all week long, or you're just grabbing dessert like items
yeah,
just to snack on, it loses its like nostalgia. It loses its, to me, like thing. Whereas for us, like if it's a Sunday sauce day, your family's is like, okay, it's Sunday. Oh, I can't wait till Sunday. It's sauce day. Or I can't wait till Taco Tuesday. It's
right.
Taco Tuesday, and then we have ice cream. Or it's Sunday sauce day, and then we have brownies. Like that is like
Traditions. You're creating
yeah.
healthy traditions. Yeah,
Yeah, and then you're not having it all week long, so you've limited your caloric intake of all the garbage, and
right.
you're using it as that moment of like, yeah, like we're enjoying this meal together, we're enjoying this dessert together, and it's something that people can look forward to, and it's a great way to get your kids to come back to your house.
Yes, there you go.
So,
Yeah. I remember Matt, he used to always talk about like back when he was growing up, like McDonald's was a treat. On my side of the family, that was a weekly meal.
daily, yeah,
Like, yeah, my dad loved a Big Mac.
yeah.
Tell you,
I think I got a breakfast sandwich
always,
every
every
morning.
Sunday we were
Yeah,
at
I
it.
think I had them every morning before school.
Yeah. My dad used to play like basketball. He was in a basketball league on Sundays, and like I'd go with him to that, and then we'd like swing by McDonald's and get
Mhm,
lunch. It was either like a double quarter pounder or a Big Mac. I
mhm.
make like a healthier version of a Big Mac bowl now, but still not like super great, but not McDonald's.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think there are traditions that you create, and you can choose to switch your traditions that are going to fuel your life in a better direction for sure. Um,
This
but
also,
I wrote you don't need more discipline, you need a different belief.
mhm.
Starts with the
That's,
environment.
that goes with what I was just about to say. Like, think about this also. Why? So we order pizza out. Why? Because it's quick and fast, and I don't want to do anything. Fine, that's totally fine. We do that too in certain
Yep.
situations. Not even monthly, but it's because I've changed my belief around that to go. You know what? What if one day a week, instead of saying I don't have the time, what if I was like, I don't receive that? I do have the time to connect with my family and to create something delicious together and make that. So now, like, I'll make my sourdough pizza dough. It takes a
Yes.
little bit to like get it going and it sits there, but then it's like family time is like we make our pizzas together. We're back around like the thing doing it.
Yeah.
That is our connection. That is our time together. And we're also eating better. Like
Yeah.
when you make your meals together, instead of believing you don't have the time and you just got to grab and go, like, yes, again, there's scenarios for that. But
Right.
are you doing it all the time out of habit or out of a false belief that you don't have time? Because
Right.
what is consuming your time? And again, if you go back and you break that down, you say, like, well, I don't have the time. Why?
Yep.
Well, because blah, blah, blah. Well, why that?
Yep.
Well, because blah, blah, blah. Well, why? And then you might realize, like, oh my gosh, yeah, we're filling our time with nonsense. Yeah, we're doing this, and like,
Yeah.
you know what? Screw this. I am gonna do this. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I used to put when you talked about the three whys, I used to do the can't sentence. Like I can't do this. And instead of saying I can't, flipping the word because words are powerful. Instead of saying like I can't work out or I can't cook dinner or I can't um blah blah blah. Taking the word can't and dropping that out and saying I won't work out.
Yeah.
I won't cook dinner for my family.
Mm-hmm.
I won't eat healthy. Like whatever it is. Like won't doesn't sit right with me at all. It's kind of like a
Mm-hmm.
versus like I can't, you're leaning into the excuse. It sounds nice. It's a nice word that allows you to be like, oh, it's fine. But
Yeah.
if it's like I won't do these things,
Yeah. We've
then
always
it's
told our kids
ooh,
that can't means won't. Yeah.
can't means won't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this resetting your four walls. And I love that you brought the mindset around like, man, if you don't feel good, like you're not going to receive this message. Like, and we get it, we've been there. Um, but resetting your house, if you think about it, you go step outside in your subdivision right now, wherever you live, your house is built on a foundation. And if the foundation is weak and the foundation has cracks, your house is not going to be as strong as it can be. Everything in our life for our health, for our mindset, for our everything starts at the foundation of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we
I
coach.
think about I think about the vitamins for like if you're a gardener, like I'm in New York, we have apple trees. Like
We have cornfields. We're
you
in,
could grow an apple tree and pick an apple and you could bite into it and you're like, wow, that's a good apple. But if someone came along, if you're selling these apples and someone came along and they're like, listen, if you put this into your soil, it's going to allow all the vitamins to soak up to that apple tree and into those apples 50% better. Put this into your soil, it's all going to, the flavor is going to be through the roof. Like, duh, it's
uh,
going to make all the fruit better because you're getting more of what you need, you know?
right.
So it
Absolutely.
is, it's all important. And then you can tackle steps two, three, four. I mean, we talked about just a very small thing today, just your kitchen, and a lot about nutrition because yes, if you're only as healthy as your unhealthiest cells, like you're not, you have to have that. But there
Right.
are other areas of your house and other areas of your own life that you can reorganize and restructure and reset that are truly going to take you, like it's a little thing that's going to take you way over here.
Oh, heck yeah. Absolutely. No, this was so good.
Yeah.
This was so good. But yeah, reset your four walls, get your foundation laid right, break those beliefs, and start changing your life.
Amen.
So that was good. And make those peanut butter blueberry
Yeah. Let me know. Let me know.
Homemade whipped cream
So
dollar.
good. So good.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
It's
My
so
weird
good.
one is I love dates,
Me too.
a little bit of peanut butter,
Okay.
2 dark chocolate organic chips. Tastes like a chocolate chip cookie. Legit tastes like chocolate chip cookie dough.
I'll try that. We
I just
smash
lied.
it
It's
and
not
fry
it's
it.
not peanut butter. You have me on a peanut butter mindset. It's not peanut butter. I'm sorry. I revert. It's a date, it's grass-fed butter, and 2 dark chocolate chips. That tastes like cookie dough. 10 seconds in the microwave is
Okay.
the best.
We take dates and we smash them and fry them in olive oil and sprinkle sea salt on top. They're
Now,
that
welcome to the She's Rooted cooking show, my friend.
that tastes like
We should do
caramel,
those.
like straight
Oh,
caramel.
wow.
If
Okay.
you take a date, smash it, put it in a pan with olive oil, and you do both sides, like a couple
Yeah,
minutes each side till it like browns up, and then we use Malden like flaky salt, put that on top and eat it. It's caramel, straight caramel.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love dates.
They're very sweet. You can have like one and you're like, oh, I'm good.
2 dates a day. It's so good. I love it. All right. Well, on that note, until next time, ladies.
Bye.
See you, girls. We hope that landed. If it did, drop a comment, share it up, and you know what? We'll see you next week. Until then,